Hello and welcome to the Business Whisperer podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Adila Rafiz, the Global Business Whisperer. If you are wondering how to create a life in business that is intuitive, authentic, and successful, that is exactly what we are here to help you do each and every week, where we bring you episodes, interviews, tools, tips, everything that you are looking for to help you realize that the most important ingredient in your business is you, and listening to the whispers of your intuition, your gut instinct. It has helped me create a business beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm here to now help you do the same. So if you are ready to download some of this business whispering magic into your life and business, stay tuned because you're in the right place. Hi everyone, it's Dr. Adila Rafiz, the founder of the Life Whispering Institute and your host of the Business Whisperer podcast. I'm so glad that you're able to join me today. So today is a short and sweet episode on a little challenge to perhaps the status quo when it comes to beliefs around coaching and programs and investing. And here is my perhaps not so popular opinion, which is that price does not always equal value. Price does not equal value, and price does not determine results. So what do I mean by this? Well, we're in an industry and we're at a time where, like everything else that exists in the world, there is a huge variance and a huge range of price points at which business coaching, mentorship, facilitation is offered in the world. And you might be starting out, you might have been in the industry for a while, you might be someone who regularly invests in self-help or personal development, business growth. And one of the things that you might believe or, buy into is the perception out there that the more expensive something is, the better it is and the greater the results are. And I'm here to challenge that a little bit for you. It's not because I don't think that, good things shouldn't cost a good or a great amount of money, or that, it's not worth it to invest at a high price point. Not the conversation at all. Rather, it's about maybe getting out of anywhere where you might be limiting yourself to thinking you cannot get results, or you are not receiving change because you're not able to yet invest in the high-end coaches or the classes or the things that you think you need in order to gain the skills in order to move forward in your business. So here's an example that I'm going to give you. I have found that there are so many, we know that there is an endless supply when it comes to coaches, facilitators, healing modalities, coaching modalities that are available to us in the world right now. What there also is a huge range of price points and actually mediums through which this information is delivered. And you can start with your free and easy to consume things like ebooks, podcasts, free YouTube videos, free trainings on the internet, all the way through to your multiple six-figure a year investments to work one-on-one or be in high-end masterminds with, seven-figure entrepreneurs around the world. The possibilities are endless. Something interesting that I have experienced myself is I invested in a high-level mastermind, which I loved, and saw the value at the price point that it was at. But what I wanted to point out, that one of the things that I actually realized after I finished my 12-month investment in that container is I still continue to consume the free material that this coach and mentor put out into the world that includes newsletters and podcasts and trainings. And something that I realized and just found so fascinating was the thing that I gained the most value from, and the things that I found I implemented and saw results with most quickly in my business was actually from the free information in their free podcast, rather than the high-level, high-end mastermind that I'd invested tens of thousands of dollars in. Okay, so this is what I mean by this example. One of the things that you have to understand is really understanding what is the change that you are looking for, or the transformation that you are looking for, and what is the medium through which you wish to receive that support and information. There are three things that we invest. There is time, there is money, and there is energy. Okay, so we actually have three levels of investment, or three different types of ways that we invest in anything in the world. The thing that most of us seem to focus on, or that we prioritize, is the financial investment. When you think about something costing you something, you think about, what is the financial cost of this? Can I afford it, or do I want to make that investment? But we also forget that there's two other mediums through which we invest. One is time, and the other is energy. When we spend time or invest our time into doing anything, listening to something, spending time with someone, we're also investing energy, and we receive an energetic reply or response to something. You invest energy, and you will often walk away feeling energetically uplifted or suppressed. You will feel like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. I feel so open, and I feel like this has really contributed to me and my soul and my energy. Or you feel really depleted, or you feel like you didn't enjoy that, or you feel contracted. So energy is one, time is the other, and then money is the third one. When we are looking at wanting support and growth in our businesses, I think one of the things we can believe is that the more we invest, the better the quality of it is going to be, and the better the results are going to be. And this is something that I would like to challenge for you today, because as I said earlier, maybe like me, you're someone that's able to get immense value by investing in a free podcast, like listening to this episode here yourself and realizing it had an important piece of information you required. You can go away and action that information. You will create a result, and the investment that it cost you was your time and energy for listening to this podcast and then taking the action, rather than a financial investment. Okay. One of the beliefs that we tend to have that creates that connecting in and thinking that financial investment equals results is the belief that for something to be valuable, it must cost a lot of money. And therefore, when we receive something for free, like great information on a podcast, what we don't do is we don't go away and action and implement that information, because it's not that valuable. But if you receive that same information paying $5,000 an hour in a one-on-one coaching session, you would perceive great value. You would attribute great value to that same information. You would think, gosh, I paid so much money for this valuable information. Let me go away and implement it straight away. Let me action this straight away. And you will get great results, and you think, oh my gosh, this was amazing. And that is why people often get great results from one-on-one coaching, one-on-one sessions, personalized work. And so it's interesting and maybe a good thing for you to start to look at, because everything works, but it works as much as you work it. And so this is important for you to start to look at, where have you been missing out on the value in things, because they're either low cost or they're free cost. And you haven't realized that actually it's just as valuable as the information that you might be willing to pay thousands of dollars for. So that's one component of this. The second component that I wanted to talk about is understanding who you are and what resonates for you. Okay. So like I said, there's different ways and different mediums that information, coaching, healing is delivered. When you're looking at the investment you're making, you also might need to understand the type of person you are and what's actually going to resonate with you. So if you want a particular result, or there's a certain change or transformation you're wanting to make in your business, it might be an income goal, it might be a growth goal, you might be right at that beginning part of starting your business and looking for the support and mentorship to get out there and show up in the world. What is going to resonate with you? Are you someone that actually thrives in a group environment and you would love to be supported in a group with other people at a similar place in their journey to you? Is that something that you are going to love being a part of, and therefore is a group setting going to work better for you? Or are you someone who is introverted, doesn't like or doesn't feel comfortable in group settings? What you crave and what you require is one-on-one information, attention, and you're looking for a one-on-one experience. Are you someone that's actually auditory in your learning and processing, and actually you would learn much better by listening to podcasts rather than being part of a face-to-face or a one-on-one session? Are you someone that requires the ability to workbook and to write out and to have notes and to have resources included in the course or program that you are doing? Are you someone that is very short on time, and therefore, as much as it sounds amazing to join a program that has weekly coaching and a weekly group call and a weekly breathing exercise and a weekly journaling exercise and an online module for you to go through because it seems like there's so much value, are you actually someone who's so time poor that you're never going to be able to keep up with all of that? And you're actually going to end up feeling frustrated and feeling like a failure because you're not able to do the required amount of time investment. Not the financial investment, but the time investment. And therefore you never see a result because you never work the work. You never do what's required. You never implement the information because you haven't even been able to uptake the information because it was too much for you. Or conversely, are you someone that is just starting out, you're hungry, you're available, your calendar is wide open, and you are looking for structure, you're looking for as much information, support, online modules, live modules, workbooks, the whole shebang. You're really looking for as much as possible so you can soak it all up and you can really feel like you've got a lot of resources available to you. And therefore signing up to a program where you are part of a monthly group call and that's all you get is leaving you feeling unfulfilled and uninspired and not giving you the resources that you need. Whatever it is for you, you need to start to understand and look at the investment that is important is not just money. It's actually time, it's actually energy, and it's actually what is the right fit for A, the type of person you are and how you like to be supported, and B, the investment of time and energy that you are able to make as well as the investment of money. So that is my takeaway message when you're looking at perhaps what to invest in or what you want to be a part of for your coaches or your classes or your trainings or your transformation in 2023 and beyond. What are the things that you're considering? What are the things that you should be looking at? This is the stuff that I wanted you to think about. And finally, for those of you who are starting out, who have maybe not heard about the Business Upgrade Program, this is another thing that I just think it doesn't have to cost a lot for it to be amazing. The Business Upgrade Program is my foundational signature business program. So this is my signature program. I've run it for over 6 years now, and it's also my favorite program and my cheapest program. And in fact, this year we created an early bird offer where you can choose to invest in this program for $99 a month. We made it that price point so that, especially for those of you that are starting out in business, money was not the barrier. If you can find $25 a week to invest, $99 a month to invest in this program, you will learn and you will be given the energetic, the practical, and the cognitive resources, materials that you require to start really becoming successful as a practitioner, coach, online or in-person facilitator, healer, or intuitive service-based business owner. This program runs through every aspect of mind, body, and energy for those of you that are starting out or are looking to scale and create consistent income and consistent growth in your business. So this program takes you through mindset. It takes you through your beliefs around money, your past history, and your family's limitations, history, beliefs, ways of conditioning and functioning when it comes to being a business owner, running your own business, believing that you can be successful in your business, creating energetic congruence and belief systems that support your ability to succeed. All of that is part of the first 3 modules in this business program. And then the second half, we get into the practical aspects of how do you market yourself? How do you grow your business? What systems do you need? How do you find ideal clients? How do you price yourself? How do you get the word out about what you offer? How do you collaborate with others in the industry? It's an amazing program. We have graduates from all over the world. We have hundreds of graduates at this point. We've run it for 6 years, as I've said. And some of my favorite success stories include a mum who had no income stream. She was an intuitive. She was this really beautiful client of mine that used to see me for healing. And she started doing cacao ceremonies, and she would do them with her friends, and she would do them for the people in her life as a social thing. And she took that and she was able to, through the course of this program, work through her blocks and her limiting beliefs around being able to make money for herself and make money by doing this thing she loved and being able to create an income for herself. And she started out offering cacao ceremonies and being able to charge people for them. And then as we worked through the program and we got to the parts of scaling and got to the parts of how to grow her business, we grew her cacao business to being able to offer premium offerings, group ceremonies, one-on-one ceremonies, special occasion ceremonies, and really created income and a sustainable, viable way for her to create her business from doing this program. That was one of my favorite success stories. Other success stories include practitioners who've been practitioners for years, and I completely understand this. I know so many highly and hugely talented, intuitive, very, very capable healers and practitioners who have been doing what they have been doing for years. And yet their income is still not consistent, and they still don't know how to grow their business. They have the same number or level of business because they never scale, because they simply don't know how to. This is much more common than you may think in the industry because, again, we know how to be healers and practitioners really well. We don't know how to be business owners and run businesses and make lots of money intuitively like we know how to do our healing work or coaching work. So time and again, I've seen really talented practitioners come in They've been actually doing what they've been doing for years, and they should be making a lot more money than what they make, but they had no systems, they had no processes, they had no way of scaling their business. And through this program, they go from a really inconsistent month-to-month income to creating consistency in their cash flow, being able to implement systems where clients rebook, clients refer. Their business starts to grow not just by word of mouth and referrals, but actually from doing aligned marketing activities, understanding where to go and how to market themselves, how to grow their business, and how to create systems in their business that actually allows them to start to scale. And that all begins, first of all, with the belief that they can scale and they are allowed to scale, and that they can have consistent and really high earning months. So, the business upgrade program is enrolling for early bird now. If you would like to take advantage of the extended payment plan, $99 a month, or you would like to pay in full and receive the bonuses, go ahead and check out the program. I will drop all of the links. It is one of my favorite, as I said, programs that creates real tangible results and will set you up for success no matter what particular business you have, as long as it's in the service-based industries. And again, another, client success story coming to mind is I've had clients redo this program when they've done different businesses. They've started a secondary business, and I was really blown away because I've had 2 clients say this program was so fantastic that I don't just want to re-listen to my recordings, which you will get, and all the bonuses, but I want to redo the program all over again with this new business as my baby, because I got so much value the first time I did it, and I now want to go through the process with this new business. So no matter what service-based business you are in, whether you're a practitioner, coach, healer, but also if you're in any other service-based industry, this is a fantastic course. Do check out the Business Upgrade program. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you so much for joining me, and wishing you a very successful and a happy new year. Take care. And that wraps up another episode of the Business Whisperer podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Your support means the world to me. Now, as always, if you found value in today's episode, do me a favor and share it with someone who you know would love this information, or leave us a review so you can help other people find this podcast too. Wishing you so much success ahead, and as always, remember, keep following the whispers.